Today I want to share with you from the book of First Kings chapter 17. It's about the story of Elijah where he was at the brook and the brook dried up. There was no water coming from the brook. And God said to him, I'm going to send you somewhere. I'm going to send you to Zarephath. And there a woman is going to sustain you. Now, can you imagine you're moving from point A to point B, so you're expecting better. But when Elijah went there, the woman said to Elijah, as the Lord liveth, I'm going to eat my last meal and die. Can you imagine God sent you somewhere and then all of a sudden it seems as if God made a mistake? Because the place that Elijah went, the woman said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. What did Elijah do? The Bible said, Elijah said, as the Lord liveth, you will not die. Bake me a bread first. And that's faith. That's faith that we've never seen before. Because what did Elijah do? He stood on the word of God. What word? The word that God told him. A woman is going to sustain you. It doesn't matter that she didn't have anything to sustain him. She didn't have the next meal to feed herself, much less feed this prophet. But God said it. And if God said it, I'm going to believe it. That's what Elijah said. And so he spoke word into being. And we know how the story went. She was able to bake him the meal first. And at the end of the day, she had enough. She had enough to take her through. Today, brethren, God may have spoken into your ministry. And you know you heard from God. Whether it's through a vision, a dream, a prophetic word, or an audible word through the scriptures, but you felt the impression of God to go out there and minister. You felt the word of God call you into evangelism to go and build your own ministry. And when you went out there, all hell broke loose. You're wondering to yourself, have I really heard from God? Is this person really a prophet who spoke over my life? Why am I going through these difficulties? Why are all the doors closed? Don't give up. Because it's going to get rough before it gets better, but at the end of the day you're going to see the reward if you hold on. If Elijah was like many of us today, he would have packed his bag and left that woman's house. But he stood there and he said, as the Lord liveth, you are not going to die. He had that faith down in his belly to say that because God spoke to him and he believed it. A lot of you are getting divorced because the man or the woman God gave to you, you know it's God gave that person to you. But when they start acting up and start misbehaving and start doing stuff, you're saying to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to go through with it. What about what did God say? What about the vision that you got? What about the prophecy that you got? Brethren, situations will come, obstacles will come, but I implore you today, stand on the word of God. If God says so, it must be so. If God promised you, no matter how long it takes, it must be so. Stand upon the word of God and you will see that God never fails. I encourage you today, if God has sent you out there with a word and you're going through struggles, don't give up. Because if God said it, it must come to pass. God bless you.